Hello, everybody out there coming with another banger. Bang, you know how we do it. I hope y'all like the yellow. You know, I'm into the bright colors. Don't trip. I like that. You might see me with all kind of bright colors. That's what I do. Let's jump right into it. Y'all see the title. You see what it is. We're going to talk a little about baseball in the town I come from. Baseball was real big. Baseball and basketball. Well, I was actually really good in baseball as well. Guys probably want to know what position I played. I played center field, pitched a little bit, and I played first base. Now, center field, if people know baseball, you have to be kind of fast because you're going back and forth, and that's where mostly everybody hits the ball. That's where the action is coming. So you really got to be on your toes. Baseball is you got to really be alert because sometimes you be out there and the ball never come to you, and then when you get relaxed, boom, here it comes. So you have to be on top of your game, and you have to be ready. I had the ability to. I had an arm on me. I had the ability to gun you down from center field to home plate. I was a rifle man. If that ball come bouncing, and if you know baseball, they come around third. You know they tell you they teach you to hit the cutoff, man. I used to tell the coach, man, I could take him. He said, "What?" I said, "I know you're supposed to hit the cutoff, man. That's the basics." If I feel like that man is going around third, let me get him. The coach said, yeah, go ahead and take him. I said, man, I'm trying to knock him down. So yeah, do that. So we had a lot of fun playing baseball. And my brother, whatever you want to call him, he was really good too. He played shortstop, but I always wanted to play against him because you know when the kids coming up, you play strikeout. So one time before we got to the major league in Babe Ruth, I think I was on Fleet Reserve and my brother was on Mayor Douglas. I don't know how I came with that name. Don't ask me, man. That's correct. So my brother, he was a hell of a pitcher too. He was striking the whole team out. And before I got up to plate, the coach said, "Man, can you hit your brother?" I said, "Absolutely. The first pitch we play strikeout every day." So my brother started laughing when I come up to plate. Soon as he came, smack. But I think I got gunned out on third, if I'm mistaken. I think I either hit a triple or I got out on third. One of the two, my brother. Come on, man. We play strikeout every day. There's no way nothing he can do. I know what everything he's going to do. But he was a hell of a pitcher. And in the town I come from, when you brothers, you could play on the same team. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to play against him. Yeah, baseball, there's a lot of people out of my town, they went pro, but the one who really made it was successful was CC Sabathian. He pitched for New York. I know you guys follow baseball, you know him. CC Sabathian was a hell of a pitcher, but his family members stayed on top of him and made sure he took the right route. A lot of his family members was in prison. They was hooked on drugs, but one thing I can say about it, his uncle stayed on top of his head to make sure you make it. His uncle used to tell him, "You're the only one in here gonna make it. We're gonna make sure you make it." And that's what they did. He was really good. You know, he did the right things. But CC was a hell of a pitcher. But they had another guy by the name of Reggie Blair. I want to say Reggie Blair was a better pitcher than CC. I know you guys are looking at me like there's no way. I said, I'm trying to tell you now. This boy Reggie Blair was throwing what the pros was throwing in high school. Reggie Blair used to throw so hard that they had to have a special made glove for him because if you know how the back catcher's got that big old thick glove in the pocket, he was tearing them out. So they had to make him a special glove to hold that ball. So he used to strike me out a few times. I used to get real frustrated. I tell the coach, "We got to do something about this." He said, "Yeah, you're right." So we went to the batting cage. And I got real good with the batting cage. Not me, just the whole team. And he turned it up a notch until we got on his level. I said, we got to keep going up to make it seem like Reggie Blair is pitching. He said, yeah, that's a good idea. I said, this guy ain't going to keep doing me like that. So we practiced all year round, baseball coming back around. Now, when I'm walking up to the plate, I'm looking at Reggie Blair. He looking at me. I'm thinking of the practice we did, the pitcher's mound. I'm finna rock it. And here we go with this fastball. One thing about him, though, he would never he would never hit you. Like if he hit you on one of your bones or something, he'll break something. But he had a lot of control. So I'm up to plate, I ain't even worried about the first pitch. Smack. He looked. Yeah, we've been practicing all year. We got you now, baby. The whole team started rocking him. I think at one time the Oakland A's was trying to see him and pick him up. But he's one of the fastest pitchers in my era that I ever seen. He was like 1, 2, 3, you're out. 1, 2, 3, you're out. 1, 2, 3, you're out. He had it like that. But yeah, Reggie Blair was a good pitcher. He just got hooked on drugs and he took the wrong route, but he was nice. I mean, he was really, really nice. Everybody remember that name, Reggie Blair. And then we had some two twins called Ricky and Randy. I think one of them got killed in a car accident. They was nice too. There's a lot of great baseball players that came out here when I sit back and look at it. The competitions were fierce. And then we got this guy by the name of Fade Thompson. He was recruited from the pros. He used to come back and try to recruit a lot of people. And then one thing about CC though, CC went to his old park and he pulled up with I think 2 truckloads full of cleats and stuff to bring his park back. Cause see, these days a lot of kids they don't play sports like they used to. That's why the violence is so. Everybody want to rap. Everybody can't rap, but everybody glorify the rapping, so they want to try it. But a lot of people don't play sports like they should. See, when you play sports and different sports, that keeps you out of trouble and it keeps your head focused. You never know what the future might bring. And that's why it's a lot of violence and different stuff going on because the kids don't play sports no more. When I was coming up, there was a few killings and stuff, but it wasn't like it is now. But when I look at my era, a lot of kids was playing sports. It wasn't like it is now. Like I say, 85, 90% of these kids, they don't play sports. They ain't playing no sports. They might, because they like LeBron, they might try to do the basketball, but a lot of them, I want to say 85, 90 is not playing sports. They out there hanging out where they shouldn't be. So yeah, it's just how it is, the days that we living in and all the stuff. But yeah, baseball was a lovely sport. And I did that, but I just had a passion for, I had a passion for basketball. Basketball was my sport, still is. Too old to be playing, but yeah, it still is. And baseball is something else. And I remember one game, we was at it was Wilson Park, and Reggie Blair, the one I told you could pitch, he said, man, I'm finna on a home run today. Sure enough, soon as that ball came soon as that ball came across the plate, he went right out of the park, right over the scoreboard. This is in Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth is right. You got Babe Ruth, and then semi-pro and pro. You got 2 more leagues, and you go to the league. He knocked the shit out that ball. Bam! I was there, and then kind of changing the subject when CC Sabathia went pro. They had an interview and they said, man, is it true that you hit a home run? And nobody could find it. They said the aliens got the ball. Because see, where I come from, when you hit a home run, they'll get the ball for you and they'll give it to you and keep it inside or whatever. I was at that game when I was looking at CC. Sabathia getting talked to on ESPN. When they was talking about that home run he hit, I was at that game and I was like, wow, that's crazy. Can you imagine? They look at you looking at that. I mean, you're looking at the guy you know on ESPN with a huge contract, and you was at the game he hit the home run for. CC signed for like 150 million or 60 or something like that with the New York at the time. And it's crazy they mentioned that home run thing. I was at that game. I was there. Yep, I was nice. I was there. And then now this is very huge what I'm telling. This is facts. This is a true story. Now my brother, I think they was in the major leagues. It might have been major. It was major when I sit here and think about it. When you playing baseball in California, I don't know how they do it now. The thing is to win all the championships and you go play overseas. You go play in Japan. I think that's the dream. I see in Japan, one of them states over there, they play baseball. Uh, what is that? All year round, so they're really good. Do you know my brother and them was one game away from going? It was a mistake they made. The people still talk about it to this day. Okay, I think the score was like 9-9 or 8-8, full count. My brother and them was finna get up. Now my brother and them got some hitters on their team. One of them guys on that team was gonna hit a home run and win the game, no doubt. They got three heavy hitters coming up. Somebody gonna hit a run and their brother and them gonna win the game and then they gonna go over to Japan to play. No doubt. Everybody knew that. Okay. So it's full count, it's 2 outs for my brother and them to get up the bat. It was crazy. It was just everything was happening so fast. Now, if I'm mistaken, I think the ball was hit to my brother, and my brother could have easily tagged first base and got him out, but it was just a misunderstanding. It's like if you guys know baseball, my brother wanted to underhand it to the first baseman, and the man stepped off the base at the same time. He thought my brother was going to just tag the base, and my brother was trying to just lob it to him. 3 outs, they'd have got up, they'd have won, they'd have went to Japan. And it didn't happen like that. They lost that game because it was full. The bases was loaded. One man scored. Them boys are going to Japan, and y'all are not. They still talk about that to this day. They say, man, that's the craziest move. See, that's everybody's dream to go to Japan and play. When you go to Japan to play, you play World Series and it's played on TV. And it's nothing but scouts there. The next step is the pros. You know, you're on your way. You're looking real good. They could draft you from there, or you could wait a couple of seasons. But yeah, it was. People still talk about it. That's just the way it is. See, my brother, he had a lightweight shot. He had a big buzz at one time, but he got hooked on the drugs and it messed him up. And I think he's in a wheelchair. His leg, he used so many drugs. At one time, his leg just went out. He was never walking in. That's what the doctor said. So he's in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. Lucky he ain't dead, but yeah, it's sad, but that's the way it goes. So I love you dearly. I hope y'all like my story. It's always facts, raw content, and uncut. J. Juelz, another banger. Bang! Y'all please hit that notification button. Some of y'all been hitting the notification button, but it ain't been correct. So make sure you hit that notification button, hit that bell, subscribe to my channel. We're gonna build this platinum plus fan base, and we're gonna rock, and we're gonna rock, and we're gonna rock it. We're gonna get it in. I love y'all. Bye for now. Holla.